Look at what this text in Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse 18 says. Because of laziness, the building decays, and through idleness of hands, the house leaks. This word deals with a sin, a mistake, which is not broadly spoken about. Usually, when we talk about sin, disobedience, we talk about adultery, betrayal, theft, lies, etc. You hardly hear about sin associated with laziness, but laziness is one traditionally known as one of the seven deadly sins. It's one of the seven deadly sins. Laziness. And interestingly, perhaps the least talked about. But why is laziness a sin? In this text, relates the condition of the house to laziness. The building will start to decay because of laziness. The owner of the house does not maintain it, so it starts to decay. And you know that this is true not only in the house, but also in any aspect of life. When you don't do the necessary maintenance work, whether of the car, the house, the health, the financial life, or the company, you start to have problems. Laziness is often the big culprit in a house collapsing. When the house collapses, it didn't fall overnight, but it fell of years of negligence. And so it happens with many marriages. Years of negligence, years of laziness, of doing what you shouldn't have done for that house to be in good state. Then it leads the house to collapse. How does laziness manifest itself in a marriage or in the love life of singles? In many ways. You will be surprised to learn how many ways laziness can be leading your house to fall.
Yes, and one of them, it is the laziness to change. The person is aware that they need to change. They have a way of thinking that it is bad for the relationship, for their love life. It is bad for them. However, they are used to the way of thinking. Is the type of person that it is hard to deal with. They have a strong personality, a hard temper to deal with, and they are aware that their temper jeopardizes their relationship, even at their work, their financial life. However, they are used with their temper. It's like they'll have to make a huge effort to not say what comes to their mind. They'll have to make a huge effort to be quiet, to not be bothered with small things. And they say, no way, whoever likes me will have to like me the way that I am. This is who I am. If you love me, you love the way that I am. So the person prefers to romanticize the way that they are. If you love me, you will accept me. Everybody will have to tiptoe around in order to deal with them. Because they will get into arguments, they'll have their hard tempers, and the change does not come because the person is not willing. Because they know that they will have to make an effort. Because every change, you need to make an effort. All the time that I had to change a way of mine, I had to make an effort. It was not natural. All changes are unnatural. Oh, I'll change. No, it's not like this. You have to suffer a little bit. You have to feel the pain, even to humble yourself, even for you to lose your ego. You have to go through situations that it is awkward. But because you want to change, you will go through that. So the person who is lazy, they are not willing to go through that.
Laziness is our natural state. What do humans look for? They look for pleasure, to avoid pain and discomfort. Am I right? For instance, you are sitting there on the comfortable chair. You stay there for 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Naturally, your body starts to do what? You start looking at me, and soon you're looking at the screen as if you were in a cinema. It's natural. The body starts to relax, starts to rest. It's our nature to seek comfort, pleasure, and avoid pain and discomfort. We do this naturally. However, we also know that all progress, everything that is good, requires dedication, discomfort, effort. You know this. Otherwise, nobody would work. Why do we work? What is the alternative? To be at home? We will starve. So, we work because we have to. But I love my work. But I'm certain that it's not every day that you wake up willing to work. You might love your work, but there are certain days that you would like to be a little bit longer in bed. All of us want that. At times we have to overcome the tiredness, the laziness, and say, I have to work. So we know that everything that is good requires some sort of effort. You like a clean house. Just an example. Everybody likes a clean house. You enter the house, the smell is good, everything is place, but to keep the house clean, you need to wash the bathroom. You need to do the dishes. Am I right? You need to sweep, wash the clothes, which are necessary works for you to have that clean house. So, is everything in life. We need to do repetitive works that we don't like to have what we want. This is a law of life, an universal law, not of the universal church. Universal in the sense of life, of existence. So you do the work so that after you may see the results, the pleasure. And in this proverb is saying that laziness makes the building to decay. The idleness of hands, the house leaks. In other words, when you leave something for later, you follow what you feel, you stop doing the work, and at the moment you stop doing the work, you feel good. I had to work, but I didn't go. I felt good. But tomorrow, you will have to explain why you didn't go, why you arrived late, and you will have the discomfort. In other words, the hasty comfort brings discomfort at the end. And hasty discomfort brings comfort at the end. Life has these inverted concepts. And if you don't make peace with it, you always live like that person who always wishes for good, but always lives evil. Because you will think, I would like to have a marriage like this, I would like to find someone like this, I wish, I wanted. You need to stop saying, I wanted, I wish, I dreamt, and you need to start asking, here's my dream, but what do I have to do? Those who have this, what did they do to achieve this? What do I need to do to achieve this?
And sometimes the change that is needed to be made, it is a change that it is beyond my capacity. For example, my case, my change was my insecurity. On his case, he could speak more, talk more, give more attention. This is something that he could do. But my situation was insecurity. How will I let go of my insecurity to be more confident? There are changes that requires the spiritual side. There are things that you need help, spiritual help. You need to go to God. You need to sort this out with God. But sometimes the person is lazy as well regarding their spiritual life. They want to sort it out everything on a way. I receive a lot of messages asking for advice. Chris, my husband is like this and that. He does this and that. What should I do? And I just replied like this: attend the love therapy seminars. Because how will I solve someone's problem? It's only God. I don't know what it is. I don't know their problem. Sometimes, for example, she does not want to lose her marriage, but her husband is cheating on her. How can you remain with someone who is cheating on you? You need God. My God, give me discernment. I need to discern this situation. How can I deal with this situation? So many times the change, it is spiritual. You need to work on your spiritual life with God, but you don't want. You want a formula. You want us to tell you, look, say this to him, and after you do this, and then after this will happen. You don't want to work hard for your spiritual life. You don't want to stop and think, I am afraid. Afraid of what? Losing my husband. Why? Because I was abandoned when I was a child. So I have a trauma that it is affecting my love life. I'm not being able to do anything here because I am a traumatic person. I am afraid of facing the same what my mom faced. I am afraid of getting married with the wrong person, so I don't use my faith to approach anyone. So you have a trauma. And how do you solve a problem? With God, spiritually speaking, it is a work. You have to make an effort. You need to stop and think, why am I not having a relationship with God? Why it is so hard for me to speak to God? Why it is so hard for me to attend the morning services on Sunday? Why it is so hard for me to resolve this spiritual problem? So the person does not want to work on that, but they want magic. So for you attending the love therapy seminars every Thursdays and you don't resolve your spiritual problem, you can already solve your love life problem, but it will be temporarily. Because we need, it is a necessity. Your spiritual life, it is a necessity. You won't be able to be someone that is fulfilled in their lives without God. You can have the perfect husband, the perfect wife, the perfect children. You can have the perfect financial life, but you won't be able to be fulfilled in your life. So there is a work to do. No, but I'll have to change my life. I'll have to stop sinning. I'll have to convert. So you don't want to have the work.
But many are lazy. They want to come once and solve all problems. You won't solve them. I won't lie to you. I won't deceive you and tell you you will come here once and you will solve it all. You won't. When do you resolve your love life problems? When you start to do what is right repetitively. You do what is right repetitively. There's no way for you to be unsuccessful. If you do what is right and you keep on doing it, there'll come a time that you will find your answer, your blessing. Why? Because it is the word of God. You are planting, you are sowing. All that man sow, he will reap. So you will reap, but you need to do your part. If today's video helped you and you know someone that could benefit from it, share it with them, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, you may do so now. See you later.